Your latest news update from Western Mass News.
Good Monday afternoon, everyone. I'm Chris Pisano with a look at your headlines. According to the Diocese of Springfield's website, Holy Name of Jesus Parish in Chicopee will close its doors June 30th. Springfield Bishop William Byrne making that announcement, citing a significant drop in mass attendance and increased operating expenses. The church was established in 1838. The Supreme Court is set to hear arguments on President Biden's student loan forgiveness program Tuesday. The plan, which cancels up to $20,000 of student loan debt for each borrower who qualifies, has been on hold as it makes its way through the courts. Two cases are now in front of the justices, which both question the government's authority to cancel the debt. And people across Western Mass are getting ready for the season's first big snowfall. Several local cities and towns have parking bans in place, and residents we checked in with today tell us they're stocking up on supplies and filling their snow blowers with gas in anticipation of the snow. For a complete list of parking bans, check our website, westernmassnews.com.
Well, it is the first alert weather day. I'm meteorologist Jana Brown, and we have winter storm warnings that will be in effect for tonight and last throughout the day on Tuesday. Snow gets started between about 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. tonight, moving in from the west, and we'll have snow that will become heavy at times during the overnight hours. Snow will definitely stick to and accumulate on road surfaces during the overnight, but as the sun comes up on Tuesday, that higher sun angle for late February, early March, and moderating temperatures will help to cause roads to become more wet and slushy than snow covered. So the worst part of the travel will be overnight and early Tuesday morning for the commute. We are expecting some lighter snow throughout the day tomorrow. There might be some minor additional accumulations, especially on grassy surfaces. And it looks like most in Western Mass will pick up 4 to 6 inches for the Pioneer Valley. And then once you get up into the hills, you could have 6 to as much as 10 or even close to a foot in some spots. Tonight we're down into the 20s, so that snow will be light and fluffy. And then tomorrow temperatures will climb above freezing, so the snow may get a little bit wetter in consistency, but nothing too rough. Shoveling shouldn't be too difficult unless you're in the hill towns and you get quite a bit. Then the snow blowers are likely necessary. Wednesday and Thursday milder. Thursday we'll have some rain showers around. Then another storm could bring snow and even a wintry mix to the area Friday night into Saturday morning.
Stay with Western Mass News on air, online, and on our app throughout the day for breaking news, weather, and exclusive content.